permissive parenting. Would you explain that and
Yes.
why that's particularly problematic when it comes to technology specifically? I'd love to get your
Yes.
take on that.
Yeah, and it's so important for parents to understand the difference between the big three. So
Hmm.
if you think about a pendulum, you know, a lot of times if you were raised in an autocratic home, so autocratic or authoritarian parenting, again, is that parents the boss, my way or the
Hmm.
highway, do what you're told or else. And then a lot of parents grow up and they know that they don't want to repeat that, but they don't know the how to yet. And
Hmm.
so I give people who swing into permissiveness so much grace because
Yeah.
all you know is you just don't want to repeat that, right?
Yep.
What happens is the nervous system often repeat it, which we help parents out of, but a lot of parents will swing into permissiveness.
Yeah.
And then that looks like there's not setting strong boundaries. There's a lot of times fear of conflict, right? So
Hmm.
humans respond to autocratic parenting in different ways. And some of us, if we were raised in an autocratic model, we learn to kind of like rise up, right? So we might become rebels behind closed doors or like buck up against the system. Other people, when they are raised with authoritarian or autocratic parenting, they become submissive and permissive or people pleasers. And
Yeah.
so it's no surprise that when they're faced with a triggering situation as an adult, they give up. They don't know how to hang in there with themselves. They don't know how to see through the conflict because conflict, maybe in their home, was a total crap show. Like it was
Hmm.
not pretty. Most of our homes conflict. So no wonder they grow up to want to avoid conflict, to become submissive. Just let them have the cookie, just let them have the iPad.
Yeah.
And so permissiveness just looks like not a lot of rules and the kids kind of rule the roost. And then, of course, that's not what we teach, but we do help a lot of parents who might have those moments when they fall into that. Or another example of permissive parenting would be if a parent is trying to replace punishment with compassionate discipline and something
Hmm.
happens, say a kid hits another kid or sneaks an iPad when they know it's not that time to have the iPad or whatever. If a parent maybe like doesn't do much teaching in the moment and then thinks to themselves later, I'll do some compassionate discipline activities, which we teach
Hmm.
extensively, and then they never follow up and they never teach, that's an example of permissive parenting. So right
Yeah.
in the middle of that pendulum of too firm and too kind is
Yeah.
democratic, firm, and kind parenting, where you
Hmm.
are setting very strong boundaries,